Thank you so much. We are Team MoveMapua, and our goal is to help move the Filipino forward. And we are here to present our idea on the future of transportation in the Philippines. But before we talk about the future, let's talk about the present. Now, to give you some context, the transport industry has actually been severely devastated by the virus. This is caused by the regulations imposed by the government, particularly the 50% passenger limit that the government has mandated on all public utility vehicles. And this has actually caused many jeepney drivers and operators and individuals as well to raise up the issue that we are actually losing money by plying on the roads. Now, our team has actually worked tirelessly over the past couple of weeks, and the team, I applaud them for actually working so damn hard on this. They've come up with an amazing solution, and that solution is what we're calling Bayanihang. Now, as a team, we've always been inspired to move the Filipino forward. And we think that our idea is just executed well enough that among our competitors, well, we have actually a good shot of winning. So it's not just not one idea. Bayani Hub is not just one idea, but it's actually a three-tiered approach.
Now, approach number one is that we're going to discuss implementing transport ads on modern jeepneys. It already exists in transit ads across the country, such as in trains, buses, and even taxis. Later on, we'll also cover other forms of transportation, but the jeeps have always seemed to be left behind. But with the dawn of the DOTR's recent Jeepney Modernization Program, these modern jeepneys, such as the ones seen in the photo, can now be retrofitted with digital billboards and digital ads in the inside and in the outside. Some of these modern jeeps include Jeepco and Isakai. Isakai is actually now our partner, and they actually expressed their interest in partnering with us in implementing these transport ads in the future. Now, these are actually some renders that we've actually sent to our partner companies in order to start the implementation phase. Now, we're still in talks with them and actually in the costing and on the specs, but we are well on our way in getting this implemented. Our second focus is the modular and scalability of our product. Bayani Hub runs on a Raspberry Pi, but we are actually offering additional modules in the future. These additional modules that could be retrofitted to the buses in the future include Wi-Fi, CCTV, and automated fare collection system. Now we also have the consumer and the public-facing platforms or the web app. We have the data analytics that tracks each and every Jeep, an app for the passengers to see where the nearest Jeeps are, as well as for advertising agencies to be able to bid on the time slots that they want. Also, we also have an app in order to see the current status of our system, for investors to be able to see how good the system is doing, and for them to gauge and to have a general feel of the company in itself. So that is Bayani Hub. We're actually really proud of having worked for this for such a long time, 6 weeks in fact, and this is something that we generally would love to see pushed through. This is something that our group has genuinely poured their time, sweat, and tears on. But before we end, we'd like to thank our partners, Laser Tech and Evolution. They helped us with a consultation with regards to the digital displays, and we would like to thank Maker Lab Electronics, Microsoft Azure, and as well as Raspberry Pi for helping making the electronic side, as well as to Isakai for agreeing to partner with us and to possibly implement this in their buses in the future. Thank you again to everyone for listening. We are MoveMapua, and we hope that you take the next step with us in helping move the Filipino forward. Maraming salamat po, and we move on to the next part.